Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Joe Biden's America, where everything's made up and the facts don't matter. That's right, the facts are just like basic economics to the DNC. This is episode 136 of Grunt Speak Live. I'm Toxic Male, and that's Terrence Pop.
What up, you sons of bitches?
Oh, it's been a day.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. And we got a guest with us tonight. You all know him as Donovan Sharp. What the hell happened to you, man?
Oh, my God.
You got, like, white and skinny and stuff.
You became
sorry, guys, man.
melanin challenged, man. You look like Shaggy now.
I was attacked by two guys in red hats, and they poured bleach on me. What are you going to do?
Are you still wearing that noose necklace? I paid good money for that, man. It's a Tiffany's exclusive.
Nice.
I had to sell that to pay for gas.
Yeah. So, in case you haven't noticed, Donovan Sharp, he's scheduled to be on the stream with us tonight. Unfortunately, he forgot a prior engagement and contacted me at about 6:30 to let me know. So I was already talking with Jimmy Bones. I was like, you want to come on with us tonight and talk some shit about Amber Heard? He's like, sounds redundant, but sure.
Winning.
Now, how many people out there in the comments actually watch? I don't sit down and watch the entire testimony. I got better shit to do with my day.
It's entertaining.
I look at the highlights. But, yeah, I mean, I've been paying attention to this, and it appears that they are going to try to lessen her liability because of her mental condition.
Oh.
Now, if a man...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, they're saying that she's been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and somehow that's going to excuse everything that she's done, which was clearly calculated and vindictive.
Yeah. And, like, listen, if a dude did that and he tried to hide with mental defect, his ass is going to prison, or he's paying full boat.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to pay full boat. There is no sympathy for men.
Nope.
None.
And the most entertaining part of the trial for me so far, and we're going to get into some of the nitty-gritty on here, but my favorite part is Amber Heard's lawyer asking a question and then objecting to his own question. If you haven't seen it, check this out.
Comedy gold.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
I object, Your Honor!
To yourself?
I added that in case you didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that's funny.
That's exactly what it reminded me. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, all right, where's Liar? I got to find the clip.
Yep.
This is too good.
Well, the thing is, and like a lot of these individuals that are testifying in this case are lividly pissed that they're being dragged into court because an ex-husband and ex-wife are suing each other.
Yeah.
And literally, she was married for, 14 months to him, and she's been fighting with him in court for 6 years. It's like 5 times longer than they were married.
That's insane.
Yeah, and here's another thing that I found really disturbing is this happens to men all the time.
Yes.
I've talked to lots of people over the years who have supervised visitation with kids because of allegations that were made in court. There wasn't one shred of evidence, not even a police report or the police showing up. The accusation was made, and the dude gets hit with supervised visitation of his own fucking kids.
Yep. And I think in our last pop culture video that just came out, we quoted a source, or actually, no, that wasn't. It's in the webinar that's coming up, actually. Over 2/3 of accusations made in divorce and family court are found to be fraudulent, and the overwhelming majority of those are made against men.
Yeah, and there's fuck all you can do about it.
Yep.
Nope.
And right here, we got a nice source here for you. See, feminists have tried to scrub this from the internet, but as we all know, or should I say, but as we all know, the internet is forever. Harvard study, this is back from 2013, says 70% of domestic violence is committed by women against men.
Absolutely correct.
They get down more to the gnat's ass, and it's when it's unreciprocated, which most of the time it is.
Well, now let's just get this straight. So you come home after working 12 hours or whatever you have to do at work, day in and day out, and you have to deal with this crazy bitch throwing shit at you, tearing you down in front of your friends, fucking with you in front of your family, and then she starts slapping you around. And you can't say anything about it because you're a dude, and who will believe you? And then they'll look down at you if you say anything about it. So at some point, the dude just makes that fist. Kabamo!
Equal rights and equal lefts.
He's going to jail because he's better at domestic violence than she is, because he is basically created by God to do violence.
That's kind of how it works.
Yep. One of these days.
One of these days, Alice, to the moon.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's really the most infuriating thing about this trial. And it was that recording that was released, I think, 2 years ago at this point, is when she said, go ahead and tell everyone. You're a man. No one is going to believe you. And you know what? Despite, I don't even know.
Well,
80, there's like 80 different videos. There's all this closed camera footage. There's audio, captures and eyewitness testimony. And this, and people are still out there, feminists especially, like, well, I think it was mutual.
okay. Now,
What?
There's a couple videos. There's an audio I heard where Johnny's there and she's like bitching at him, and he's like slamming cupboards and he's all upset.
Yeah, that was the only thing that she had.
Yeah.
And she sold that to TMZ, and then TMZ ran with it, and that's...
But you know what?
Oh.
He was so angry, he left.
Yeah.
He just said, I'm out, and he left.
Yeah, he slammed cupboard doors. He
So
didn't
what?
slam cupboard doors while her head was in them.
Nope.
Although it might have been
I'm
an
sure
improvement.
he was probably wishing it. But
And guess what?
He was thinking it, but didn't do it. Good.
If it is your property, you can destroy it, and it's not a crime.
Yeah,
Yep.
people do it all the time. That video that we looked at last week where the dude thought he was going to blow up some ants wound up taking out his entire backyard.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Imagine trying to file that insurance claim. I was trying to kill some ants.
Well, I'm sure.
With what? Yeah, well, I had dynamite and 1 block C4.
Bit overkill, don't you think?
Yeah. You
Well,
might as well
I think-
just call the Orchid Man and ask for a job.
I think that we're.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna add a new category here.
Uh-oh. What category is this? Do I want to know?
Dumbass clause. We got to do a show
Yes.
called Dumbass Clause.
The dumbass clause, not to be confused with the Santa Claus.
I mean, they could build it into your insurance policy. You're allowed to do one dumbass thing every 24 months. Okay. And you just got to pay the deductible.
Blew up your backyard thinking that you could kill some ants with propane and matches.
Yeah.
All right. How long has it been since your last dumbass moment? All right, 2018. All right, going to squeak in under the wire,
You just made it. You're good.
which is good. But we're only going to under 60% of the claim.
Yeah.
Get yourself some sod, and maybe you should consider charcoal grill. Just a suggestion.
The Dumbass Clause. I like it.
Oh man. Oh, but here's a good question. Have you heard?
What?
Have you heard?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that everyone had heard.
I am not an Eskimo brother to anything that has to do with herd. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No.
Turd, 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 turd is a word, turd, 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 turd is a word, Amber Heard, shout out big turd, 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 bird is a word, I got a poo now, got a poo now, I got a poo now, got a poo now. I had to do it. I had to do it.
And there's the beginning of that song saying, wipe out.
Of all the shit, no pun intended, that you could do to get revenge on someone that you're abusing, shitting in their bed?
What? That was insane.
She made that bed and then took a nice steamy dump in
I mean,
it.
and
and then rolled around for a little bit.
All right, and this woman is in the tail end of hitting the wall.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I mean, look at her. That face.
After all of this shit comes out
No pun intended.
in court, that's funny. No one's going to touch this woman ever again. She's done.
Oh, she's what were they doing when they found out that Elon was trying to buy Twitter? Thought they were going to do the poison pill defense. That's what she's done to herself. She is the poison pill. No one's going to swallow that, even if she offers to swallow for you.
No, not at 36. Listen, most of the guys, the big 30-pound brains who pull the strings for all of our movies, I know they've been fucking up lately, but most of the female actresses out there in their late 30s, they all have the chill effect because they're aging out. And that happens no matter what.
Yeah.
Now, add on top of that, shitting in the bed, fighting with her ex-husband for 6 years, ruining his fucking career, getting him kicked off projects, all kinds of crazy shit based on, believe all women and the Me Too horse shit. Listen, I don't know about you, but if a 40-year-old woman had a history like that, I'm gone.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm literally like, fuck this. And now the whole world knows it.
Yep. And she tried to blame it on the dogs. It's like, I'm sorry. If you have dogs, you know what their shit looks like.
Correct, because you always pick it up.
Yeah, you're the one doing it. I mean, Johnny Depp could afford to have a dog walker if he wanted to.
Uh-huh.
Poopers, scoopers, whatever the hell you call them. But
you
know what your dog's shit looks like.
He could have responded like, well, we have this kind of dog. We don't have a bull mastiff. Shut up.
We don't feed it peanuts.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Could you imagine rolling over in your sleep and just like, the fuck? Picking corn kernels out of your hair.
Well, there's that one I saw. Like, it's a prank where the woman is in bed and she has one of those things full of cake frosting or pudding or whatever.
Oh.
And she smears it all over her butt, and then she puts a bunch in her hand and throws it at the dude's face. And she's laying the other way, and he gets up. He's like, what? He starts doing the. Oh my God, it's comedy gold, man.
That's how you end up with a black eye with those kind of pranks.
Could end up with a lot worse than a black eye.
Yeah.
At least it's not a brown eye.
Well, I mean, he could have gotten pink eye from her brown eye.
Yeah.
The way this is
He
going.
probably did.
Wind up with and wind up with a sty.
Oh, I got a sty from pink eye from his chick's brown eye. Because, yeah.
And then
we
after
can
all
keep
that
going on and on.
happens, you're just going to have to cry.
Because you don't know why.
Yep.
But you wind up with a sty.
Mm-hmm. And if it gets too bad, you'll die.
Yeah. Why did she have to eat so much apple pie?
Yeah, maybe he got some lye in his eye.
That'll make you cry. He should have hired a spy.
Yeah. Since his eye was not working.
Go and see the next Rocky movie with Sly.
Cut me, Mick.
Cut me, big.
Cut me, Mick.
This is just. This is. I'm sure that when he decided to bed down this woman, that he wouldn't be dealing with the repercussions of it and then winding up being Eskimo brothers with the richest man in the world. I mean, wow.
Well, also, all right, now Mr. Musk basically gave Amber Heard $1.5 million to settle some debt she had.
Yeah, was that part of the divorce?
I don't know the basically the details. All I know is he forked out $1.5 million to this.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
To be honest, Elon really hasn't had the best taste in women either. His last ex, she's questionable.
Well, I don't personally know Mr. Musk, and all I can say is when you're that rich and powerful, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and that's
whoever the fuck you want.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
now it was kind of simpy.
it was kind of simpy.
I'm just saying, $1.5 million is kind of simpy. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. I mean, as far as Eskimo brothers go, Captain Jack Sparrow or Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray behind the dump dumpster, and you don't know which one gave her the herpy gun a hipple-hiv.
I have no idea. All I know is that's messed up. I literally, it's been a while since I've actually saw a woman get eviscerated as badly as she is in court. And it's all of her own doing.
Of course.
And everyone is running interference for her, making excuses, or they're looking the other way.
Yeah.
And the fact that Johnny Depp, he's going to be $8 million deep into this, and there's no guarantee he's going to get that money back, and he just wants his voice to be heard.
Yeah.
On day one, that's what he said.
There are men out there who will go to their graves with shit like what this woman did to Johnny Depp, because they know in their heart that when she made that recording and told him no one would believe him, she was right. It's only because he's high profile that it's even gotten out there to the masses.
Well, and he has the money to get it done.
Yeah. And it just occurred to me, so she dated Elon Musk and he gave her money to pay off some sort of a debt. So this is now...
She was begging him while she was married to him, I believe.
So him buying Twitter is the second time he's tried to save a dumpster fire?
Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you have better luck with Twitter, though.
He's got a Jesus complex. Elon, dude.
I'm just saying, though,
I would say if you're going to keep on doing what you're doing, you can buy YouTube and stuff like that. Maybe you could actually save them from self-imploding, but quit while you're ahead.
Mr. Musk.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been tweeting at him and whatnot. But he has been posting some pretty spicy takes on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy Coca-Cola and add the cocaine back in.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to buy McDonald's
someone
and
replied
fix
with a
ice
picture
cream.
of Hunter Biden hugging a big old can of Coke.
Yeah. But my thing is this. If Mr. Musk ever sees this video, you can keep me on retainer to give you life advice so you don't wind up with ugly, nasty Eskimo brothers or a bad case of herpetogonosyphilis.
Herpetogonosyphilis with a broken shoulder, neck, back, knee.
Hey, that's not a good look. That's not a good look.
Oh, no, it's not. Oof. Oh, and this has been really great. I mean, they're catching this chick in lie after lie. Even her housemate says Amber Heard faked her injuries to blackmail Johnny Depp. We know now because of the recordings that is absolutely true. But evidently, she did makeup on herself and took pictures.
Yep.
And she claimed... I'm going to go... It's in this article right here. All sources available on Redonkulas.com. This kind of goes through and tallies everything up. It goes day by day. There's Amber Heard and Elon Musk. She claimed that she used a specific type of makeup. Like she called it out by brand.
It's a compact.
Yeah, there it is. There's the pictures here. The fake bruises. You can tell there's no swelling there whatsoever. She has this makeup compact. Yeah, here it is.
Yep.
So... Milani here. So you can't make this stuff up. So Milani sets record straight on Amber Heard's bruises claim. She claimed that she carried this Milani Conceal perfect all-in-one correcting kit throughout her entire relationship with Johnny, suggesting that she'd used it to cover up injuries from Depp's alleged physical abuse during their relationship. This makeup compact in this lawyer's hand didn't exist while she was married to Johnny Depp.
It came on the market in 2017.
How do you fuck that up?
Well, I mean, but the thing is, you're in front of a jury, and you want them to believe you over the person on the other side that you're facing. One of the surefire way to get them to not believe you is to fucking lie every fucking day.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This is almost as egregious. It's pretty close on the what the fuck scale. You remember that bullshit documentary about Michael Jackson that came out a couple of years ago called Finding Neverland, and the filmmakers admitted they didn't vet a single claim made by the people who were accusing him of molestation. And they said, well, he molested me at the train station on his property in 1995, except it wasn't completed until 1999.
Yeah. You got to get the times and dates correct, man.
I mean, the people rolling camera on that, the people listening to this dumb bitch talk can't pull out a calendar. You can't Google it. I mean, I wouldn't Google it anymore. You know, use the Brave browser or something. But
if you didn't do anything wrong, it's really hard to pin stuff on you. Because listen, I mean, Mr. Depp is almost 60.
Yeah.
Nowhere in his past has he ever tooled up anyone.
Nope.
I mean, he is the snapshot of a pacifist if ever I saw one.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And all of a sudden, in his 50s, he's going to start womp stomping some nasty quanta. I don't think so. I'm not buying it. I am. Yeah, maybe he talked mean to her and called her a fat ass because guess what? You know, somebody throws a bottle at you and cuts off part of your finger. I think that's warranted to call him a fat ass.
I'd call him a hell of a lot worse than a fat ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is
fat ass is polite.
Yeah, fat ass would be polite after losing the tip of your finger. Kwantaha.
Yeah. Well, she's
sleut.
And it happened when she threw a vodka bottle at him or something.
Yeah, vodka bottle, and it smashed, cut the tip of his finger off. We know that actually happened. There's photos of it. The doctor visits. He had to get flown out of, I think they were filming in Australia or something like that for Pirates of the Caribbean when it happened. So he had to get trucked off the set to do that.
He had to get treated. And then they had to suspend filming until he was fully healed.
Yep.
And
just a coincidence.
That is a huge amount of money and frustration to deal with. And the fact that Pirates of the Caribbean is probably done.
Oh, yeah. Without Captain Jack Sparrow, there is no franchise.
And so is Fantastic Beasts. So this bitch lied, was a raging quantahaha in the 14 months she was married to Mr. Depp. And she's quite literally destroyed 2 franchises and his career and pissed off a whole bunch of other people in Hollywood because they have to show up and testify at this clusterfuck.
It's amazing.
She's done.
Yeah. And yet you will still see tweets like this. This is one I was referencing earlier here. This is from Taste of Sanity on Twitter. Amber Heard sold an edited video of Johnny Depp slamming cabinets to TMZ, and the whole world instantly took her side. Johnny Depp provides 80-plus CCTV videos, hours of audio, and more than 24 eyewitnesses, and people want to rock up and say, I think it was mutual.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they can about face and vast amount of fuck that they can go off into.
Yeah. And
when I read that, all I saw, this was me. I'm like,
yeah, right.
Right.
That's the first thing that came into my head.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean,
but it's nowhere near as bad as this particular take. And what makes it worse is that you are going to recognize this woman. And for those of you out in the audience who watch every stream, she will look very familiar to you, but you may not be able to place her.
No.
Don't worry. I'll remind you.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad, but check it out.
Have you ever seen so many men so interested in a domestic violence case before?
Yes, actually.
No, you haven't.
We've been covering stuff like this for years.
Well, most of the time, men do not have the resources to fight back as efficiently as Depp has.
No. Oh, oof. All right. I'm going to go back to this. It's probably going to play the first little bit again because I had to click away from it. But holy hot damn. We'll have to listen to this to the end. It's awful.
Have you ever seen so many men so interested in a domestic violence case before?
Fuck off.
No, you haven't. Have you ever seen so many memes?
Because they don't get attention. That's why when men come forward and try to accuse women of domestic violence, it never gets attention.
Mm-hmm. Made by men. Talking about, look at this cool shit Johnny did in court. This is bad. This is going to be bad for us.
Bad for us who? Women? Okay. Now, if you and I were to make a video coming out and saying, hey, this woman calling out her abuser in court is bad. How fast do you think we get booted off of every platform?
We would get body slammed.
We would be gone tomorrow.
We'd get body slammed right into a redneck nightmare of our own creation.
Men get excited about a domestic violence case. Don't be excited. Because that means I always am very wary. No matter what is happening in the world, no matter what the fucking angle is, there's a way to spin it against women.
Yes, because that's what we see on the media every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to hear a really good one that happened today? We can be done with this bitch. A real great one that happened today. Oh, yeah. Why Brittney Griner is in a Russian prison because of the gender pay gap.
What?
I shit you
I
not.
saw that.
That is a headline.
I saw that.
Wow. She's in there because she had fucking drugs.
She snuck some of the Mary
Yeah.
Jane Do You Wanna into a country that
Doesn't play games with
tends
that.
to lock you up for that kind of stuff.
Yep. And just in case, because you guys know I always bring receipts. Wow. Yeah, here it is. Oh, I don't want to click on it. Oh, there it is. It's true. It's all true.
How do they justify this?
Oh, if she didn't have to supplement her income because the WNBA wasn't paying her enough, then she wouldn't be in a Russian prison. Okay.
All right.
You do know that the WNBA makes no money, and its virtual existence depends on being subsidized by the NBA.
Absolutely correct.
So these women have jobs because men are willing to part with some of their cash for them.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I am not going to fight traffic to and from the stadium. I'm not going to pay the crazy fucking ticket fees to get in there. I'm certainly not going to get my anus stretched out for a hot dog and a beer. That's not happening. And I'm not going to go through all of that to watch a bunch of third and second string people play a game. If I'm going to go through that kind of headache, I want to watch the best of the best.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, you remember
I don't
how
know. It
Oh,
would be fun to go to a Timberwolves game and watch another climate activist or animal rights activist get fucking smoked by security.
Yeah.
That was funny as hell. To
Take a
watch.
knee, cadet.
Oh, my God.
No one ever took Take a Knee more seriously than Tanya Harding, man. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Bad news bears. Now, you remember how I said you were going to recognize that chick?
We talked about it before.
Episode 116, one of our first Thought Thursdays, the chick who wants to make your wallet hurt with the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah. The hell with that bitch.
Oh, she's just racking up the endearment points.
Well, I mean, listen, when you have been coddled and given special treatment your whole life, when somebody finally starts treating you with equality, you look at it as oppression.
That's exactly what's going on.
And that's not what's happening here.
Nope.
Equal rights come with equal lefts.
Yep. And sometimes
Darn tootin'.
the jumping left hook.
Maybe a flying knee to the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
And another rebuttal to this stupid woman's point about how you never hear men talk about everything's spinned against women. For those of you who've been watching us since, season 3 or 4, we did an episode, if you remember, and it was called The Wheel of Misfortune, the feminist guidebook for committing domestic violence. Because they have the wheel of power and control, and one of their new fangled ways of domestic abuse is, well, if you don't let her have all your money, that's economic abuse, right?
And the way this is set up is no matter what you do, it can be spun to be some type of abuse.
Yes. But then they go around and they sell books like this. This is on Amazon. How to Keep Him on a Short Leash. We directly reference this book in the episode. It is literally... This is the wheel of power and control. If you were to take that wheel and turn it into a bingo card, you would have bingo before you get to page 10 in this fucking book.
You'd get to bingo, bango, bongo.
Yeah. But when women sell these books, it's just a joke, right? Yeah, it's just a joke.
Sure.
Just like Kill All Men was just a joke.
There's books out there on how these women can just ass rape dudes in divorce court and family court.
Yep. Now, if men tried to sell a book called How to Keep That Bitch in Line. With your fists or whatever the hell else you decide. Why we should bring back the rule of thumb, if you know what I mean. Do you think that they would get sold on Amazon?
No, we'd be kicked out.
It'd get banned just like when Harry became Sally.
And you know what?
Gone.
If down the road, if this administrative violence course we have does well, and I turn it into a book, and I want to sell that on Amazon, it'll get shot down. I can almost guarantee it.
That's how it goes, man.
Well, did you hear that? What's his name? Matt Walsh, the guy that made the highest selling transgender book, but he's actually, I can't remember what company he works for, but his book is about a kid that identifies as a walrus and whatnot because he's poking fun at the whole thing. Amazon shut that down.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I heard today or yesterday. I heard that.
Yeah, that needs. There needs to be an antitrust lawsuit against Amazon, and
yep.
I mean, they're just too big for their britches.
Yeah, that's another one too. Bezos buying the Washington Post was a step forward for democracy, but when Elon Musk buys Twitter, then it's terrible. It's awful. And I guess a bunch of political hacks tried to reach out to the FCC and all these other things and be like, "Can you block him from buying Twitter? It's a threat to free speech." And they were all like, "Eat it, dick."
Yeah, he's following the rules.
He hasn't even done anything yet, and you would think that like hellfire was reaching up out of the ground and grabbing Amber Heard's turds.
They know that with the sale of Twitter, there's going to be evidence there. They can try to hide it all they want. There will be evidence there. And then after that happens, you're going to start seeing some antitrust lawsuits. And a lot of that evidence from Twitter is going to get subpoenaed in there. And all it takes is that one lawsuit with Discovery to make it, in there. And then you start subpoenaing in everyone's emails.
Yeah.
And who talked to who. And then once you have Twitter talking to Facebook and Amazon to shut somebody down, that's a RICO violation. Mm-hmm. That is huge liability.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, Project Veritas, they've have had quite a few updates with that and whatnot, because I know they're still banned on Twitter and whatnot, but they're still posting stuff on Instagram about what people have been leaking to them, and some of that stuff is pretty spicy.
Very spicy.
Good.
Not as spicy as some of Amber Heard's nude scenes, but it's pretty spicy. Back when she used to be worth a damn. Well, just to look at anyway. But we all know that's why she got famous in the first place.
That's right.
It's because she couldn't act, but she was willing to get naked. It was like when Sharon Stone first started acting. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, you can't really act, but you look good naked, even if your ass is a little bit flat. Oh, you'll show your bush on camera. All right, that's just fine.
We'll take her.
Basic instinct.
Sign the contract.
We'll dress you up like Kim Novak, and we'll call it art. Here's a check. Go get yourself something nice.
I love it. But yeah, man.
But at least she eventually proved she could act. I mean, we've all seen Casino, yes?
Yeah, she was all right.
Well, she got an Oscar nomination for that. Back when they actually meant something.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
She got an Oscar for sucking Joe Pesci's dick. Yeah.
Well, nomination. She didn't win.
All right, whatever.
Although you'd have to be a good actor for that shit. I love how she's like, she lays one on him and he's like,
yeah.
No hesitation, no foreplay, just
No, she got the one play.
One play.
That's right. She got the one play, maybe two play.
Yeah. It's not like 50 Shades of Grey where it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 play, because it's like, okay, right, we're 50 pages in and he's still just like biting her panties. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. I had some woman tell me, like, you got to paint the picture in the woman's mind with your words. What?
It's Twilight fan fiction. Try harder next time.
Just right like a dude. He walks up, bend her over, insert his penis, move back and forth. He instinctively let his hand start slapping her ass, and he was pulling a little bit too hard on the back of her hair. She whimpered, begged for him to stop, and he said, no.
The end.
And that's how you go to jail.
That's how you go to jail. That and a quick Houdini, the real kind, not the kind we read about in Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
That's how you get all kinds of.
You're going to jail for that shit.
Oh man! But did we see her yet?
I
I
think
think
we
I saw
saw
her
her.
once.
There we
Okay,
go. Oh,
good.
that's nice. Nice round. I like
Yeah,
that one.
that's
Crazy Eyes also mentioned memes, and you know how we love our memes.
Oh,
around here.
yeah.
So I figured
Oh,
we
yeah.
would share with you some of the best memes from the trials so far. This is from guideforgeekmoms.com. There's some real good ones here. Hashtag me poo. Poops, I shitted the bed.
Nice.
They're saying I shit the bed. Stay out of my territory. Who is that?
I have no idea.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, that's the gun girl.
The gun girl?
From Rust?
Yeah. She went. I can't remember. I think it was like Berkeley or something like that, and she posed with her AR-10. And what's her freaking name? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I won't remember.
Although
yeah,
if it was her, I would
she
go with Trigger
allegedly
more than
shit the bed too,
shit.
or shit her pants or whatever.
No one Amber Heard after a fight with Johnny Depp. I just shit my bed. Guy kind of looks like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Speaking of
a little
shit
bit.
the bed, that trial. Whew. Pooey released this in 1987. Oh, God, it's an American Psycho. Number 2, it's his most accomplished album, the hit song Shit to Be Shared. Why are there copies of the style section everywhere? Do you have a dog, a little chow or something?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
defecate +8.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. Wow, that one took a lot of work. I like that one.
They could use a little ironing out around the edges, but I dig it. I can't
I've
wait to
seen that.
grow up and get married. Well,
Yeah, it's not going to work out for you, bro.
shit. Everything floats down here, Johnny. That's because you're eating too much fat. And it shows in your face.
Oh, my God.
Need some fiber in your diet.
Amber Heard needs to get regular. Bunster shit the bed, heat 12 out of 10.
Nice.
God damn, shit the bed. Damn, this motherfucker's spitting.
Jesus Christ.
A new comedy that proves there's more.
She's all shat.
She's all shit.
Oh, my God. This is comedy gold, man.
That one's my favorite
That
so
one's
far.
great. Betty Poop. How shitty will my day be? Amber Heard. Shitty scent.
God damn.
Name something you might like to have 2 of on your bed. Apparently dog shit.
Oh, my
That
God.
was this average Depp and Heard courtroom hearing viewer. Me, an opportunist. Looks like Johnny Depp is away from his bed again.
Nice.
POV or Amber Heard's boyfriend coming home after a long day at work.
Yeah.
That is a big pile of shit.
It is.
That it is.
She does exactly what I do, but in a bed. I'm going to go take a There's the dog. Nice. Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
That one's terrible.
Taking it to the Johnny. Johnny Depp trying to make his dog shit on a pillow so he can sleep next to it because he's missing her.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh, somebody beat me to it. Turd is the word. I thought I was being original. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. These are great. Umber Turd, Johnny Depp right now. You were actually telling the truth. I do that quite a lot, yet people are always surprised.
Amber
Amber is the color of your anal beads.
Yep.
oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about right. The media when Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of domestic abuse. The media when actual evidence is revealed that Johnny Depp was abused by Amber Heard. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up right there. Damn.
Yeah.
These-
Or
I don't
any
know.
other story that doesn't go along with the narrative.
Those are some good memes, man.
And these toxic ladies are fucking everywhere, dude. I mean, it's
Well-
only now because we have a couple of high-profile, sinister shits
Oh, yeah.
with Jada Pinkett Smith and Amber Turd that anybody's even starting to talk about the concept in the mainstream of toxic femininity.
Yeah. We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah. But of course, we got strikes and censored, shadow banned.
Yeah,
We're not allowed to talk about it.
No. Even though we have the sources and the studies,
We are going to be reading your super chats on New Tech, gentlemen. So if you want to share some of your experiences with toxic females,
just keep it down to a paragraph, not a whole page.
slap it there in the super chats. We're going to read them all on New Tech when we go over there around 9 o'clock.
All right.
But this is just nasty.
Well, my thing is this.
Oh.
All right. Marriage is the lowest it has ever been since we started tracking that stat, which was shortly after the Civil War.
6.5 out of every 1,000 people.
All right. Now think about this. After the Civil War, there was an ass-load of dudes who were killed, maimed, and broken beyond repair. And the population of this country was a lot less. But today, we have 336 million people living in this country, and the marriage rates are lower than they were after the Civil War.
Yeah.
What is that telling you? It's telling us that men are waking up. All right. We have the Red Pill MGTOW movement. There's all kinds of creators posting the reality out there for any young man to see. And ideally, I would like to have those marriage rates go to zero. One day, I would love to be called up to testify at the Senate in regards to the horrible marriage rates and reproduction rates. And the first thing is I'm going to look at these people and tell them to fuck off. Just go fuck yourself. This has been going on since the 70s. You have ruined this whole civilization. It's probably not going to pull out, at least not without paying, a blood tax.
Pulling out is what you should be doing when you mix up with these females.
I'm just saying. And another thing, all these women out there bitching about where all the good men at, but they're getting pregnant all the time. Yeah. So he was good enough for him to, make a seed deposit directly to the warehouse. But he's not a good person. Well, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you know how it goes, man. That they think that they can, tame the bad boy, and then when it turns out that's not what happens, then after they've ran an entire forest through their wood chipper, then they're ready for something real.
I want to settle down.
Yeah. Now that a stiff breeze, sounds like the opening to Carlsbad Caverns between your thighs, now you're ready for something real.
You're saying the whistle sack?
Yes.
The whistle. Yeah, don't ever take the whistle sack to Chicago in the spring or in the fall.
No.
Because they'll hear you coming and going.
Yeah. Why do you think there's so many people leaving Illinois at breakneck speed? It's not just because Lori Lightfoot is the biggest dick in Chicago. It's because all those ladies in there, you can hear them walking down the street. In fact, dogs can hear them from the next county.
And listen, it could be either the sound of the whistle sack or the drying up the fertility.
Ugh.
It sounds like Rice Krispies and milk, or
true story.
Or you're like crumbling up a bunch of wax paper. Sorry.
Jail. Oh man, but it just blows my mind that they can not only claim to be the victims of domestic violence, yet initiate it 70% of the time, blame the other guy before they can get caught doing it, and they can market it in hardcover on Amazon, the same site that is now banning books that might actually save some kids. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, they're going to have to tear down Amazon. And listen, all this big tech, it's out of control and it needs to get scaled back. Like Amazon grew by leaps and bounds during this whole lockdown thing, while all of the small, medium businesses, at least in this state, were severely hampered by your business isn't essential. Well, fuck you. Who are you to decide what's essential and what's not?
Yeah.
My business pays my bills and puts food on my family's table. It's essential to me.
Damn right.
That's absolutely correct.
Yep.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, it's so great. We're getting our freedoms back. No. Without legislation that guarantees that these fuckers can't do that again, you don't have rights. You have privileges that can be revoked by an authoritarian government at any time.
And guess what? We're going to have to get rid of this, qualified immunity. We have people making these policies and these laws, and they get away scot-free, and they're ruining people's lives. I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah, I mean, Cuomo, Whitmer, what was it? New Jersey also did it. I want to say Pennsylvania was up there. California, Stan.
Yeah.
All these places. How many tens of thousands of our elderly were murdered by these people who are never going to see a day in court?
It's absolutely correct. Listen, that needs to be addressed and stopped.
Yep. And the funny thing is that women have virtually the same privilege without that level of power. I mean, we know from experience and from digging in that false accusations like this, they're not 2% of accusations. They are the norm.
That's right.
And especially in divorce and family court, over 2/3 of the accusations are false, and 80% of them are levied against men.
And you really can't even sue them for it either. I mean, they get a free pass to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. That's not working for me.
No.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Oh, what's the Christopher Titus joke? He was called an abuser, but in court he says, "Judge, can you close your eyes and turn around for 5 minutes to make her not a liar?" Or something like that. Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
love it.
Christopher Titus, he's kind of a woohoo kind of crazy dude.
Yeah, he
literally.
He punched his ticket a few years ago, so he's out of the loop.
Oh, he did?
Well, he's not dead.
Okay.
But,
You said punched his ticket.
No, his career.
Oh, I got you.
It's not doing well.
Yeah, because during the whole pandemic thing and whatnot, he was going off on people, spewing this, spewing that. You need to go inside. You need to listen to everybody. It's like,
one of those.
Yeah.
He's like really anti-gun.
Yeah, fuck
and
that
all
guy.
this and that. Well, you live in California, you breathe in all that shit air. Fucks with your thinking, neat.
Yeah, if you live anywhere where you have to have an app on your phone to dodge the human feces and needles, you're either living at Johnny Depp's house or you're in California, Stan. So,
yep.
And it's going to fuck with your head after a while.
Yeah, listen. I mean, the whole state of California is being run like a socialist hellhole.
Yeah. And it just gets worse and worse all the time. And those are the kind of people who breed the crazy-eyed chick who are going to continue to make excuses as to why this coming to light is a bad thing.
Yeah,
because because oppression, which doesn't exist.
All right, so if you get accused of this shit and you have the resources to fight it in court, which what you're supposed to do, this is a bad thing because these feminists don't want the truth out there that they have been lying hand over fist for decades to get the upper hand, to have laws passed that have further destroyed the men of the Western world.
Yep. And women like Amber Heard take advantage of that fact, and this is what you get.
Well, listen, it isn't just Amber Heard.
Oh, I know it's not just her.
Like, for instance, I have a friend of mine in New York. His last name is Sport. Good guy.
Sportello.
He and I served together. Great dude. Love the guy. But he was literally pulling his fucking hair out because he kept fighting with the baby mother in the New York courts. Because guess what? She's, doesn't make a lot of money, so she gets an attorney given to her, and then there's an attorney given to the kid, and then they have to go through this whole fucking nut roll. Well, the whole time, she's taking child support from him. The kid lives at his house full time, and she's still getting WIC welfare in Section 8.
Damn.
And I'm like, I just could not believe the insanity that was going on, and that this is the norm.
Yeah,
this is a normal thing in the land of red trash, which is New York.
Yep. If you honestly think that there's such a thing as male privilege, then you have obviously not looked at housing for women who can't afford their kids versus men who can't afford their kids.
That's right. One of them, you're going to have a 2 or 3 bedroom house. The other one, 6 by 8 by 12.
With a combination sink and toilet.
Yeah.
Which you may or may not get bent over by a guy who's got love tattooed on his knuckles.
Yeah. You're going to go to big boy jail.
It's not fun. It's not a
You
good
go
idea.
Gen Pop, and then you're gonna show up there, and they're gonna ask to look at your paper, and you're in there for some horse shit. Chances are they won't fuck with you too bad because you're not chomo, but
Ugh.
still you got to watch your back and worry about getting stabbed and have to deal with prison politics.
Amen to that. Oh, goodness gracious. But we're going to take a quick break for a sponsor shout out, and then we're going to do a roll call. As I said before, if you guys have been through any bullshit like this with a toxic woman and you want to tell your story, we're going to be reading all of your chats on New Tech so you can be as spicy as you like.
Fuck yeah.
All right, but we're going to take a quick break and give a shout out to this episode's sponsor, Nelson Abbott.
As we find ourselves surrounded by a reality which is too extreme for fantasy, we all need to find an escape. Don't judge me. Like my buddy Nelson Abbott's books. Oh, wait a minute. These, Freedom's Forge, stories about all of the shenanigans that took place in the Revolutionary War. Or if you have a short attention span, try his Too Cool for Earth series. It's about colonists in space. There's a monkey called Bobby Bananas. He's not evil, just kind of secretive. Like everyone else in this story. What are you gonna do? He's also hairy. I kind of like a shaved monkey myself, but not in this context. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, you can get the first Too Cool for Earth story for just 99 cents. Go to abixrealms.com. Links are in the Meat Gazer box. Meat Gazer!
Those are some good stories, man. Got to check them out. He actually sent us a couple of the books. Going to be slowly working my way through them.
Pretty good.
I read to my kid at night.
All right.
Good stuff. I finished The Stand because he just kind of goes to sleep. And I know I'll censor words and stuff when I know he's still awake. And it took me like 4 months to read that damn book. It's like 1,200 pages.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's like It.
It's a really great book, but I'm just going to spoil the ending. If you haven't read the book, it's got a very Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of an ending. You know how if you remove Indy from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Nazis still die because he didn't really do anything? That's like The Stand. It's like, you need to go over there and make a stand, otherwise the bad guys win. But what happens? The bad guy's moron henchman brings a nuke back because he wants to make the asshole proud, and he winds up nuking him and all of his followers. They didn't have to go there at all.
Just let karma work it out.
I'm reading, I'm like, this is a really great book, but fuck you, Stephen King, for that ending. That was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And I watched they did the movies on TV and whatever. I mean, it was okay.
Oh, man. Before we go to New Tech, I have one more example of toxic femininity.
Oh, God.
This one was posted on a Reddit thread. It's AITA, I think it stands for Am I the Asshole? Mm-hmm. Woman removes in sickness from wedding vows because she doesn't want to care for an ill husband. This gives credence to something you've been telling me for years.
Only ifs?
Only if, exactly.
Yeah. Do you agree to be this person's wife? Well, only if you don't get fat. All right. Anything else? Only if he keeps a job. Only if he takes care of me.
Only if he buys me a sack with somebody else's name on it every 6 months.
Only if he allows me to get whipped and spanked by other men.
Okay, Jada Pinkett Smith, get the fuck out of here.
It's not a fucking marriage. Like, marriage used to be a contract where both people benefit. Now the man doesn't benefit at all. And people are shocked when men are like, fuck you, I'm not getting married. There's no upside.
And then they still try to shame men by publishing those articles that say, well, you know, the real problem right now is a lack of marriageable men.
Oh, my God. No, when I went down to Chicago in 2019 for the ICMI, right?
Yeah.
And there was a female reporter. She was interviewing everyone. And she got to me. And she started talking about the whole marriage thing. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. And she's like, well, what about company? I'm like, oh, you're trying to, go ahead. Sell me marriage. Go ahead. Make your best pitch. I'm waiting. Come on. And she's just like, well, you have somebody who loves you. I'm like, Labrador Retriever and dark chocolate mixed with Mad Dog 2020. Problem solved.
That Mad Dog 2020 is no joke.
Well, she'll do your laundry. Have you talked to these Western women? They're not doing anybody's fucking laundry. You do your own fucking laundry. You do your own fucking cooking. Oh, that's right. Why the fuck do I need you?
True story.
Figure it out for yourself, you dumb bitches.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. It's Texas size 10-4, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here's her reasoning behind this. This is harsh, but I hate taking care of sick people. My siblings and I were always taking care of our parents whenever they got sick, and I just hate it. I'm sick of it, and I hate feeling bound or obligated to take care of somebody.
All right.
But I guarantee you, if this chick were to get sick and a dude were to take the exact same line with her, she would call him a fucking asshole
And so would all of
nuke
her,
him on social
and
media.
so would all of her woman friends.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to be honest. If I was getting married and they modified the vows this much, I'd walk. It's
Bye-bye.
not even fucking worth it.
No.
Listen, all right, we're all down here on Earth. All right, here on Earth, nothing is fucking free. Everything has a cost, and it's usually death. People are going to get fucking sick. That's just the way it goes. Here in America, we're doing quite well because we have pretty good, medical shit. But you're still going to get sick. It's going to happen. Hell, I've been sick for the past 7 months. I'm just pulling out of it. Fucking, it is what it is.
You're just now pulling out after 7 months? Dude,
Dude,
you left it in too long.
I've been fucked up for like the past 7 months, man.
Sometimes, like, you get those long haul things. You remember when I told you I think I first got COVID September 2019 because there was this mysterious virus going around that mimicked allergy symptoms.
Uh-huh.
And they diagnosed me with allergies. Like, I'm 37. Like, what? I'm going to get allergies now? Randomly out of nowhere?
Yep.
But then they gave me the allergy meds and they didn't do shit. And then I had this lingering cough that lasted for over 2 months. So I had this long haul shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that people get sick. It's going to happen, especially when you get older. I mean,
Every once in a while, something just hits you the right way, and it takes you forever to kick it. Sucks.
Or you get in an accident, and you're hurt, and you have an injury that might heal, might not heal, or if it does heal, it might hurt for the rest of your fucking life.
Yep. And this woman does not give a fuck. Read a little bit more
I'm going to
here.
be honest. She's not even worth marrying this bitch.
Oh, hell no.
No.
When we say, my life is full of moments and events like this, and I finally just want to live my life to the fullest.
Good. Okay.
Selfish.
No, I understand. No.
So she went on to talk about how she altered her own vows. She said, I'm going to replace it with in happiness. It's like, so literally, I'm not happy. Bye.
And most women do that anyway.
Yeah. And I love how they say here, Reddit has since removed the post to comply with community guidelines, which really means, comment section not going the way you thought.
Didn't think you would get the response you were wanting with that post.
You got the big backfire bomber on your comment.
You thought anybody would rally to your cause, did you? You thought everybody would come over there and slather a little bit of Vaseline in your ass so you could just scoot through the rest of your life and not have to worry about the consequences of this sticking to you? Fuck you, bitch.
Unbelievable.
Kiss my ass.
That's what I would have done like you said, Pop. If she changed the vows just like that, I would do an about face, walk straight out to the door, and probably flip her 2 birds walking right out.
There's no fucking way I would put up with that.
And then probably have fuck this shit, I'm out.
And listen,
have that playing on my phone.
I was dating this girl in New York, right? We went on and off for like maybe 4 months, mostly off.
Mostly off.
And I mean, she was okay. The sex was adequate. She cooked every once in a while. It wasn't bad. But, I was in my 7-year hiatus. So one day she looks at me. She goes, so what do you think of me? And I look at her. I'm like, What does that mean? I can take it or leave it. I'm like, I've only known you 4 months, and you're asking me crazy, like, loaded questions like this? I'm out. Never saw her again.
Well, in situations like that, you really need to approach life like a lawyer. You never, ever ask a question you don't already know the answer to. You did it to yourself, baby.
That's right.
If you're out there watching, she might be one of our 24 hate subscribers.
Maybe. I don't know.
He said, man, and I swallowed his dick, and dislike. They don't count him anymore.
I think I messed up and I gave her the 10 dick.
Well, that's what happens.
We did a
man.
whole comedy video on that. It'll be out next week.
And then you turn them loose, and what happens? You know where they wind up.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, what a day.
Yeah, I like the no square. That's some good shit right there.
All right, ladies and germs, we're going to do a quick roll call before we jump on over to new tech and let Pop drain his squirrel bladder.
Yeah.
We got currently watching 85 over on Twitch, 52 on D Live, 656 rocking it on Rumble. How's everybody over there doing? We got 80 currently watching on Odyssey, 828 on YouTube, and 43 on MGTOW.tv. Outstanding. All right, we're going to go drain the main vein. And if you'd like to follow us over to read the super chats and talk a little bit more about Randy Weingarten, or whatever the fuck her name is, this disgusting teacher who seems to think it's her patriotic duty to queer your kids figuratively and literally, I will paste the the links for where we're going to be going in the chat on YouTube so you can follow us over. It's time for the jump.
All right.